In this lesson, I'm going to show you how this hand shape, the rock and roll hand of rock, is actually the key to unlocking the entire fretboard. Now, we all know the major key, but what about when we want to get sad and emotional? Then we need the minor key. Today, I'm going to show you a simple visual method I call the 7/7 grid. The 7/7 grid uses the hand of rock to instantly unlock every chord in the minor key by using the major key that you already know. Because the guitar is a visual instrument, it's built on patterns and shapes, we're going to use a pattern. We're going to use the geometry of the fretboard. I call this the 7/7 grid because quite literally we're going to find two shapes on your low string pair here on the E and the A string that look exactly like two number sevens. One 7 shape gives us the sad minor chords and the other 7 shape gives us the happy major chords. And once you see this, you'll never unsee it. First things first, we need to find our anchor. And because the minor key is often the neglected relative of music theory, we're actually going to start by finding the major key tonic. And that's fairly easy because that's the one most people already know how to find on the E string. So let's say we are looking for the key of C major. I want you to find that note on your low thick E string. If we go up to the 8th fret, that is our C note. Now, this is the most important note right now because that's the parent note. So if you know where your major root note is, you know everything. We're going to use this hand of rock. That's your extended index finger and pinky finger I'm talking about. Here's the rule. Your pinky is the major key tonic and your index is the minor key tonic. Watch this. If I place my pinky on the major root here at the C at the 8th fret and keeping that hand of rock shape, you'll notice when my index finger lands naturally on the same string. It lands 3 frets back. You could even think of it as going down 1 finger per fret. And that note gives me an A. That's your relative minor. So you don't need to do any complicated maths, you just need the hand of rock. Pinky on the major and the index finds the minor. So if we take those 2 notes there, we have our 2 main landmarks. A at the 5th fret is the tonic for our minor, and C at the 8th fret is the tonic for our major. Now that we know where our minor tonic lives, we're going to drop the first part of the 7/7 grid right on top. And I want you to visualize the number 7. So starting at the minor tonic on the 5th fret of this E string here, we're going to drop down and drop onto the same fret but on the A string. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go up a full step to get that next note that we need, and that plots out our 7 shape. See that shape? These 3 points are the root notes for your minor chords. So in the key of A minor, these notes are A, this is D, and this is E. And those correspond to the chords 1, 4, and 5 in the minor. These are the sad and melancholy sounds that define the minor sound. So if you strum these chords, you'll immediately get that emotional value. Now I know that's a bit cryptic with the numbers, so let me explain the Roman numeral system quickly. In music theory, we use Roman numeral numbers to label chords. If the Roman numeral is uppercase, it means it's a major chord. And if the Roman numeral is lowercase, it means a minor chord. Since that first 7 shape we just drew is anchored on our minor tonic there, all 3 chords in this 7 shape are minor. So we call them lowercase 1, lowercase 4, and lowercase 5. These are the backbone of this minor key. So if you want to write a song or play a song that sounds sad and longing or emotional, you can pretty much stick to those 3 chords there on that first number 7. A minor, D minor, and E minor. But what if you want to lift the mood? What if you want to resolve that sadness and tension? Then that brings us to the second part of the grid. Now let's find the major chords that live inside this minor key. Remember our hand of rock? The pinky was on the 8th fret. We're going to draw the exact same number 7 shape starting from this note. So we get the first major chord here, which is the flat 3 chord on the 8th fret there. Then we drop down a string and we get the flat 6 chord here, and then we go up a step and we get the flat 7 chord. These chords are using the same geometry. These are your major chords. And because they're major, we use uppercase Roman numerals. This gives us flat 3, the flat 6, which is an F, and we get the G here, which is a flat 7. And that is your 7/7 grid. 2 7s, one starting on the index for the minor 1, 4, 5, and the pinky showing us where those major chords are going to live as well. Which means essentially then you have 2 simple shapes that unlock everything. So how does this actually work, Ricky? Let's try some progressions using these visual shapes to get that emotional sound. Let's try a classic progression. We're going to try a 1 flat 6 flat 7. 1 is the tonic. It's in the first 7 shape. And then we need the flat 6. And you could think of it as the corner of our 7 shape here if you wanted to. That's going to give us F major. And the flat 7 is the end of that 7 shape. We're going to get an A minor. Then we're going to get an F. Then we're going to get a G. Let's do another. Let's do a 1 4 flat 3 flat 7. So we need the 1 just here on the first 7 shape. But we're going to move to the 4, which is here. Then to the major flat 3, which lives here. And then we're going to move to the flat 7, which is going to be here. Let's play those as chords. So we get A minor, D minor, we're going to get C, and then to a G. And you can hear that that works perfectly. And I'm not thinking A minor, D minor, C major. I'm just seeing the shapes. So there you have it, the 7/7 grid. Let me just summarise that for you now. Step 1, we find our major key tonic on the thick E string. We use the hand of rock to find the relative minor tonic. And then what we do is we visualise a 7 on that minor index to find your emotional sad minor chords. And then when we find that pinky, then what we do is we imagine that other 7 shape for our major chords. Now you have access to all the chords in the minor key without doing a single bit of mental math. And remember, this transposes, and all we have to do is move the hand of rock into new positions. So A major, F sharp minor. And we can do this in lots of different positions. That's all you need to be able to do to find out where the minor key lives. Now, if you've enjoyed this lesson, make sure you do the subscribe thing, wallop the like, drop a comment below if it's worked for you, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. And if you look around here now, you'll find there's a video going to pop up any minute that you can use the hand of rock again to help you to master where the pentatonic scale lives on the guitar neck so that you can solo in any key.